4 men and 2 inanimate objects, all competing to see who can predict the most games right this NFL season. How will the NFL intelligence on these 4 men stand up to the random chance of predicting between these 2 inanimate objects being randomly picked from a bowl or a Madden simulated franchise? Who will prevail? This is NFL Week by Week Game Predictions presented by Ascent Sports. Welcome. What's up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to our NFL game predictions. Today, we're going into the Week 14 games. As you can hear, I got the whole squad here. We got Isaiah, Jimmy, Steven, the Bull, and Man on deck, and we're ready to predict these Week 14 games. But, not yet, as we shall recap what happened Week 13. Alright, so for our record, Steven did the best, I think once again, at 11-4, and just a prediction under. We have me, Isaiah, Jimmy, and Madden all went 10-5. And then the Bull with a bad week at 7-8.
Wait, we all went 10-5, like including Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. I thought I tweaked. Good shit, Jimmy.
Yeah, I thought I tweaked too, so.
For our overall, Steven is in the lead now by 2 at 132 and 59. Then I'm behind him at 130 and 61. Then there's Jimmy at 127 and 64. And then Isaiah is still not too far behind at 123 and 68. And Madden breaking the 100s now is 103 and 88. And the Bull just on a downward spiral, just not a good year, continuing, has yet to hit the 100 mark at 98 and 93. But that should change unless the Bull goes 15, I think. Important things that happened last week. The Browns beat the Titans, but the score's close, but they actually destroyed them the first half. The Lions do get their first win without Matt Patricia. Texans almost upset the Colts, but then that's one of the upsets I took. The Jets almost beat the Raiders, but with a miracle play to Henry Ruggs, the Raiders win. And speaking of upsets, the freaking Giants beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, that was nuts.
The Patriots destroy the Chargers 45-0.
That was crazy.
That was kind of crazy too.
Chiefs survive a close game about the Broncos, and the Steelers.
But you know who didn't survive a close game?
The upset of the year.
The Washington football team ends the Steelers' undefeated run.
Jimmy, how do you feel about that?
If they didn't give him that field goal at the end of the first half, I think the momentum would have been changed, and we would have had a better chance.
If Ben just would have hopped over the line when it was a half a yard away from the end zone, it would have been good.
We would have just trusted our practice squad kicker.
If the Steelers receivers would just catch the ball.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes.
And not ricochet off their hands and make me have a
lot of player mistakes, a lot of coaching decision mistakes, a lot of injuries. It was a bad recipe.
It was bad. Some people are saying maybe that's what we needed. I mean, I don't feel like I needed that, but hey, if this makes us, just
depending on how the game with the Bills looks go, that'll be the real.
If we win the Super Bowl because of this, then so be it.
If we go 15-1 and win the Super Bowl and our only loss was to the fucking football team, I'm kind of gonna be upset.
I'm gonna be so upset too. Oh man.
And like I said, I don't know, maybe I'm just being too much of an optimist, or I don't know, but like for some reason this L just didn't hit me that hard. Like most fans, I don't know, most Steelers fans, I don't know why.
The only reason it's hitting me hard is because we're already disrespected by every media person ever, and they're just added on to it and dogpiling. Like we were 11-0 and we got no respect, and now it's like, oh, the Steelers are frauds, blah 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 blah. We're still 11. We're 11 wins. Like Colin Coward is freaking smoking cigars celebrating, but if the Steelers lose out, he's still 4. He's predicted the Steelers at 7-9. He's still 4 wins off. We predicted better than him. We don't even get paid for this. We don't even make ad revenue. Anyway, Steelers ranting aside, that's pretty much the big hitters from this week. Let's move in to the Week 14 NFL game. You haven't did that in a while. Alright, first up here, we have Thursday night football. I believe all the bye weeks are done. With Thursday night football, we have the Patriots at the Rams. And, I feel like, this one is actually a good one, I think. I'm going with the Rams, but I feel like it could be possible that like Bill Belichick could outcoach Sean McVay, but I think Sean McVay's got this. I think he's in a tight division. I think he's gonna pull this out. I'm going with the Rams. They are the better team, but this could definitely be an upset though. But I'm not gonna say it happens. I'm going Rams.
Yeah, this could be an upset, but I'm still going Rams as well. I just think that the Rams are better.
Yeah, I think also picking the Rams. I think they need this game more than the Patriots because I don't think the Patriots are. I don't think they theoretically like could win the division or like make the wild card, but I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But the Rams, like, this would really help them.
Yeah, the Patriots are still in the wild card, but it's not plausible.
I'm gonna go with the Rams also.
The Bull is going with the Patriots, so some disagreement already. And Madden is going with the Patriots 21-6. They have the New England defense shutting down the Rams. Alright, next up we have the Titans at the Jaguars. And I'm going with the Titans. They're the much better team, and they need to bounce back after the Browns game, especially if they want to keep pace with the Colts. I think they'll definitely be able to beat the Jags because they always seem to have the Jags number. The Jags' best season by far. That 2017 10-6 season, the Titans still beat them twice. So like, the Titans love beating the Jags.
Yeah, I got the Titans as well. I just don't see the Jags winning, even though the Jags are home. The Titans are just the better team, period.
Titans are gonna win.
Titans.
The Bull also says the Titans are going to win. And Madden is going with the Titans as well. As a pretty good score for this one. They have it 28-7. Alright, next up, we have a little bit of a mismatch here. We got the Vikings at the Buccaneers. And, the Vikings are not as bad as I thought they were. I think they're like 6-6 at this point. They were pretty bad. It seemed like they were bad. They've been winning a little bit here. However, I think they are going to lose this. I'm going with the Buccaneers. They're home off a bye, and I think that just group of people, like, elite talents everywhere. I think a bye is going to do wonders for them, especially on a team that's not the best in the Vikings. I really don't see the upset here. I am going with the Buccaneers.
I am as well going with the Bucs. The Vikings have been bouncing back a little bit, but once again, the Vikings are very unpredictable. Arguably one of the most unpredictable teams in the league this year. So it's possible they could pull an upset, but I just don't see it. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me. But I'm still going with the Bucs.
I'm in too deep to go back now, boys. So, with that said, this is the most unconfident guarantee that I'm letting off.
I had a feeling this was going to be the Isaiah guarantee. I don't know.
But fuck it. I'm going with the Vikings to beat the Bucs. Now, I really do not think this is going to happen because, like, the Bucs low-key really need to win this game, and they're coming off a bye. So, I have no faith that the Vikings are going to win this game, honestly.
And
But
the Bucs are home.
Get some fans in the stands, get the hot dogs going.
Get the Coke.
Doesn't matter because the Vikings are pulling up and they're dropping at least 30 points on the Bucs defense. So I'm guaranteeing that.
And the Bucs will drop 35 on the Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, I'll be sleeping on Thielen too. And they got Justin Jefferson too.
Yo, Justin Jefferson has been balling.
And
especially in
popped out on the Pat McAfee show. Yo, man, I'm getting a bit more confident. You know what? Yeah, Vikings got this, dude. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I said it's possible.
No, it's not possible.
Normally it's definitely possible. Like, we got beat by the football team. The Giants beat the Seahawks.
Yeah,
anything is possible. I just think there's too many signs for the Buccaneers.
I picked the Bucs.
Oh, wow.
It's not an Isaiah guarantee if the Bull doesn't pick it too. So the Bull is going with the Vikings. I mean, the Bull didn't pick the Eagles last week and it didn't work out, so you never know at this point.
I don't know what else to blame it on anymore.
But Madden is going with the Buccaneers, 27-9. So that could be like 3 field goals. They might not even get a touchdown. Next up, we have an interesting game, and I think a lot of people thought this was going to be like a blowout. But now it's definitely proven to be, I think, a pretty good matchup. We have the Chiefs at the Dolphins. And I think the Dolphins can give the Chiefs a little bit of a game here. I don't think they're going to win it. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win this game, but I think it's going to be closer than some people originally thought. Dolphins are a good team.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs as well. Dolphins have severely bounced back. I think they started the season 1-3 or 1-4, something like that. They've really bounced back. Their team. Everybody was writing them off in the beginning of the year as right next to the Jets. So, but they really have bounced back. It's very impressive to see.
Jimmy had them getting swept by the Jets.
Yeah, but I am still going with the Chiefs.
I am going with the Chiefs.
Dolphins are home.
Should be a good game though.
I'm gonna go with the upset here.
Ooh.
The Dolphins defense. Tua can make plays. I don't know. I'm going with the Dolphins.
I'm not gonna lie. If I hadn't already done the only other like the Chiefs loss with the Raiders, I was thinking about guaranteeing the Dolphins for this one, but I don't know. Especially now that we just lost, like the Chiefs probably are looking for blood for that AFC number 1 seed.
That is true.
It's true.
Shall see what happens.
The Bull is going with the Chiefs. However, Madden is also taking the Dolphins. They have a pretty good score if this upset were to happen. They have it 23-21. Alright, next up, we have a pretty good matchup. Both of these teams have the same exact record right now at 4-8. And this one's pretty a good toss-up, I think. We have the Broncos at the Panthers. I am going with the Panthers because they are home and off a bye, and Matt Rule, even he is a new rookie head coach, but I think he's gonna be pretty good. I think he's gonna utilize his bye. Sometimes some players or some teams play sloppy off a bye. It seems like the better head coaches are better off buys. So I don't know. They are home too. I'm going with the Panthers. They this is a good matchup though.
Yeah, it's the battle of the 4 and 8 teams, I guess. But I'm going with the Panthers as well. You know, both these teams. I don't know, man. It's tough. The Broncos were supposed to be decent this year, but they got crippled with injuries and. Yeah, it was, and then the Panthers, of course, they're going through a whole rebuild phase from top to bottom, like literally from owner to players. I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah, both these teams are not in really the greatest positions as of now, but give them a couple of years, and I think they'll be pretty good. But yeah, I'm going with the Panthers though.
I am also going with the Panthers.
I am also going with Panthers.
The Bull is going with the Panthers as well. And Madden's going with the Panthers, making us all in on the Panthers, but Madden has it big time for the Panthers. They have it 45-10. Alright, next up, we have the Texans at the Bears. I'm going
This
with...
is actually a tough one.
This was a tough one. I'm going with the Bears, though, because Bears are at home. It's December. Chicago's getting colder. That home field advantage is getting a little bit better for them. Plus, the Bears were like 5-1, and they're 5-7 right now. So I think they're due for a win, and I think they can beat the Texans. So I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears as well. Yeah, they really were 5-1. They're on a 6-game losing streak right now. I don't know what happened to them. I remember, like, not to spin off track again, but Colin Cowherd was comparing our one loss to the Bears going from 5-1 to 5-7. That's what Colin Cowherd was comparing our L to. So we're
going 11-5 now.
A lot of logic behind that. But, yeah, I'm going with the Bears as well, though. They are due for a win. And, like Brenden said, it's Chicago. It's the cold. Home field advantage is tanking up. And the Texans are, of course, from Texas. So, yeah.
Well, if he thinks we're going to plummet, I'm surprised he didn't compare us to his first marriage.
Wow.
It's mean. No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Wow.
Down.
Wow.
Brenden,
I probably should edit that out.
No, keep that in. Come on. Brendan's got the fucking...
I mean, he's the one who always compares everything to a divorce.
I'm also going to go with the Bears. It's time.
I'm also going with the Bears.
The Bull is going with the Texans. But man is going with the Bears, 27-6. Alright, next up, we have the Cardinals at the Giants. And I'm going with the Cardinals, because the Giants coming off a big upset. I know we lost to the football team, but like that still doesn't change the fact that the NFC East is still garbage, and like I don't think they'll get 2 upsets in a row. So I'm going with the Cardinals, and I hope the Cardinals win because Robbie's annoying.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals as well. The Giants are I just don't have faith in the Giants pulling a second major upset like that. Or it's not a major upset because the Cardinals are 6-6, but I just think the Cardinals are so much better than the Giants.
Yeah.
So, even though the Giants are home, but yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals still.
I am also going with the Cardinals.
I'm also going with the Cardinals.
But yeah, I'll never understand people's team. Someone has a team that is significantly worse than their team, but yet they talk trash. I'll never understand that.
Oh, okay. Because they beat a team that beat your team. Like, that's not how that works. Because with that logic, like, the Raiders, the Jets were almost the best team in the league because the Raiders beat the Chiefs, and if the Jets beat the Raiders, then the Jets would be the best team in the league.
You're in this endless cycle, and it makes no sense.
Well, the Bull is going with the Giants, and Madden is going with the Giants. They have it 27-17. Alright, next up, moving in to the 4 o'clock games, we have... I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is still 1 o'clock.
I was looking ahead. I passed over this next
Classic
game.
Steelers trait.
Oh, excuse me for looking over this stellar matchup here, but next up we have the Cowboys at the Bengals. And
That's a shit show.
this is pretty bad. I end up going with the Cowboys literally just because I think Andy Dalton is gonna beat his old team. That's it. I don't have any other reasoning. This could go either way. Like if the Bengals still had Burrow, I'd definitely go Bengals. But since they do not have him anymore, I don't know. Like the Cowboys' defense though is just bad.
I am going with the Bengals. End of discussion.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals as well.
I'm going with the Cowboys. I think.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
The
I'm
defense
going with
sucks.
the Cowboys. I don't.
Whoa, excuse me. I'm kidding.
I don't know what just happened
Wait,
there.
who's saying what?
I switched I said Bengals, but I meant to say Cowboys.
And Brenden Allen apparently is the Bengals QB.
Really? I just googled it too. That's weird.
What'd you just
But yeah, the Brandon Allen suffers injury versus Dolphins.
He's probably. Is he like? Who cares?
Brenden
Honestly.
Allen? Oh, he is questionable.
But the defense god awful. But Andy Dalton is making plays out there with his young receiving core, so.
The Bull is also going with the Cowboys. And Madden's also going with the Cowboys 28-14. Alright, now, next up we're moving on to the 4 o'clock games. We have the Colts at the Raiders. I'm going with the Colts. I think they are the better team. The Raiders have been shaky lately. They almost lost to the Jets. They lost in a very, very convincing manner to the Falcons. And the Colts are keeping up, or trying to at least, with the Titans. I think they're either ahead by 1 or they're like neck and neck or something. So I think the Colts pull this one out. I think they'll get the Raiders. Phillip Rivers does, he's played this team before.
Who's home?
Raiders are home.
So, the Raiders are home. But I guess this is my little upset of the week, but I'm going with the Raiders. Technically the Bengals were also an upset, but I'm not really though. This is more of an upset. I'm going with the Raiders.
Actually, the Raiders only have one less win.
Yeah, but that is true. But I don't know. The Bengals.
The playoff position.
The Bengals and the Cowboys are on the same level, in my opinion. I think the Colts are actually borderline significantly better than the Raiders. I don't know. The Raiders, like I was saying last week, are a very unpredictable team. But I don't know. I just got this gut feeling that they're going to beat the Colts. They have been on the border of lose. They got completely obliterated by the Falcons. They almost lost to the Jets. So I feel like they got this kind of like fire under them, but they just want to kind of prove themselves. So, and I think they're going to do that against the Colts. Completely gut feeling. No logic behind it.
Well, trying to prove ourselves after not performing doesn't seem to work for us. But maybe it works for the Raiders.
Maybe.
I'm picking the Colts.
Need that win for the playoff position. They're fighting for that playoff position right now.
I mean, they both are, actually.
Did you say the Raiders?
Yeah, I'm saying Raiders.
The Bull is going with the Raiders as well, but Madden is going with the Colts 31-13. Ooh.
I think it'll be that much of a blowout.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a close one. We'll see. I will see. This is definitely a toss-up. And a fun fact that RBT actually pointed out. I just looked it up and it's true. Good old Nathan Peterman passed up Marcus Mariota on the Raiders' depth chart.
It's such BS. He's such a good quarterback.
Clearly not.
Alright. Next up. If this game was a couple weeks ago, I'd say it was a pretty easy one, but you never know nowadays. We have the Jets at the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. Like, even though they just lost to the Giants, they're probably gonna come back swinging. The Jets still, they stink. They had probably their one opportunity for a win and they blew it. So I don't see them. It's happening. They're probably trying to tank for Trevor Lawrence because the Jags are right there, and they can't win. Seahawks are at home too, and they're just such a better team. I don't see them getting upset by both New York teams 2 weeks in a row. I'm going with the Seahawks.
Seahawks enter the discussion. But if I were Trevor Lawrence, I would play another year at college just to give the middle finger to the Jets.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
Just so he can go to the Jets again next year.
He thinks shit is
They
sweet.
go 0-16.
They would actually just tank again.
Yeah. We're getting this quarterback.
Yeah,
They've already committed too far. Where would he even want?
Go to the Seahawks. Go to the Seahawks. Jesus Christ.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh, you're going with the Seahawks.
I said Jets on accident. I realized what I said.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
Thank God.
Imagine if we had some voice automated thing and you couldn't turn back. We're all in on the Seahawks as the Bull is also going with the Seahawks and Madden is going with the Seahawks. 42-27. That is still too much points for the Jets.
Yeah, more like 42-7, but
yeah, that's good. Good pointage for the Seahawks. Alright, next up we have the Packers at the Lions. And I'm taking the upset here. I'm going with the Lions because divisional rivalry. They got some momentum after winning, and no more Matt Patricia. And they sometimes like to get one on the Packers. They play close too, at the very least. I think last season the Packers did sweep them, but the one game was like a 3-point game, and the Lions are at home. Yeah, I'm going with the Lions here. It is a tall order, but I think an upset could happen here.
I was actually thinking about picking this upset, but I'm still going with the Packers, though.
Who are you picking, Jimmy? Copy. I'm going with the Lions too, Brenden. I'm going with the Lions. I actually did almost pick this too.
The Bull is going with the Packers, and Madden is not seeing the upset at all. Going with the Packers, has it 45-14.
Yeah, it could easily happen.
That could happen. I feel like it's going to either be a very close game or a blowout. Like, if it's a close game, the Lions win, but blowout, Packers win. Alright, next up, a very interesting matchup. We have the Falcons at the Chargers. A match to see who chokes the game away first, and who's going to give it to who. I'm going with the Falcons. I don't know. I lost a lot of confidence in the Chargers after not putting up a singular point against New England. I think Anthony Lynn needs to go. And the Falcons, they got the huge upset over the Raiders. And I just think they have more experience than the Chargers too, because Herbert is still just a rookie. So I'm going with the Falcons here.
I'm going with the Chargers. Many upset, even though the Falcons are on it by one. This is kind of like the Cowboys Bengals kind of deal. It's same level, just toilet bowl. Falcons have one more win, but I'm just going with the Chargers. I feel like they're finally due for a win, and I feel like this is their probably best opportunity. I haven't looked at the rest of their schedule, but this is a good opportunity for them, I should say. So, yeah, I'm going with the Chargers.
I'm also going with the Falcons.
I am also going with the Chargers.
Ooh.
The Bull is going with the Falcons. And Madden's also going with the Falcons 35-17. Alright, next up, we have a pretty important matchup for the NFC East. We have the Washington football team at the 49ers, who somehow have the same record. Well, not the somehow. 49ers have dealt with a plethora of injuries and still don't have Jimmy Garoppolo, which last week against the Bills, I didn't watch that full game, but when I tuned into it, Nick Mullins did not look the best. But I'm going with the 49ers here. I just, I don't know. I think they're the better team, and they need some wins, and they're just praying at this point with their stacked division to make it to the playoffs, and I think a loss to the football team would kind of solidify that.
Yeah, I'm going with the 49ers as well. Even if the football team does lose, they're still in it. You know, sadly, it's just sad to say, but yeah, the 49ers have really stacked. I mean, that's definitely the most competitive division in the league right now. Them, the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Cardinals. It's stacked over there. So, but the 49ers need this win.
I'm actually gonna take the football team. I think this will really help their chances.
I'm also going to go with the football team.
They could win. It's not out of the realm of
I
possibility.
believe in Alex Smith.
The Bull is going with the 49ers, and Madden's also going with the 49ers 27-21, a one-score game.
Turn name on.
Alright, next up, we have the Saints at the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is starting for the Eagles now.
Is he really?
It was announced today.
Oh shit! Okay.
But I'm going with the Saints. The Eagles are pretty much out of it. They're a much better team even with Taysom Hill. Eagles just oof.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints as well. I actually think no logic behind this, but I just have a gut feeling that Jalen Hurts is going to do well. But I still feel like the Saints are going to win. This is either going to be a blowout or it's going to be a close game. But I still think the Saints are going to win.
Yeah, I have the Saints as well.
I have the Saints as well.
The Bull is also going with the Saints, and Madden is also going with the Saints. They have it 28-22. Alright, next up, Sunday Night Football. Our team, our game. The Steelers at the Bills. I'm going with the Steelers. I'm not giving up on us yet. We lost to the football team, I know. But I think we're going to make a statement win here. And be like, wait, we're still here. Yes, we choke. Yes, we tweak. But we're getting Connor back. We're getting Nelson back. We're getting Pouncey back. And we're going to go in to Buffalo and make them into sauce and put them all over wings. We're going to win the Cereal Bowl. As Juju and Josh Allen both have cereals, we are going to beat the Bills and laugh and Colin Cowherd's face, laugh in every other media's face, every other, copy pasta cakewalk schedule. We are going to make our presence known that we are still here. I am going with the Steelers.
Now, fun fact: for the longest time, I was actually planning on taking the Bills here until we lost to the football team. If we beat the football team, I was going to take the Bills. But I've been playing this for several weeks now. I don't know why. I just never felt good about this game up until then because obviously I just didn't see us losing to the football team. I just didn't. Obviously it may have crossed my mind as a thought, but I really didn't comprehend that we were going to lose to the football team. And I think this was a humbling loss for us. I think it put a statement to us saying that, hey, we're not invincible. We do play down to our opponents, and the Bills are not playing down to our opponents. They're pretty close. They're pretty close to our same category, and I think this is where we make a statement, as Brenden said, and I think we're going to win. But like I said, I'm not going to lie. For the longest time, I was planning on taking the Bills here, but I'm rescinding that and taking the Steelers. And like Isaiah actually said, I would have much rather lost to the football team than the Bills because, if we lose to the Bills, that means, it carries a little bit of weight to what people are saying. So
that is true.
I am going with the Steelers. I hope they win.
Well, I hope the Steelers win, but my biggest concern is who's going to stop Stephon Diggs? No one.
Jimmy, who are you picking?
No one's.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking the Bills.
Oh,
Picking the Bills.
God, that's negative.
I'll tell you who's stopping him. Joe Hayden.
Stephon Diggs.
I don't know if Joe Hayden's going to play next week.
He's injured. Concussion.
He is injured?
Yeah.
Then Steven Nelson.
He came back from the COVID list.
Well, he's in concussion protocol, so we don't know if he's going to play or not next week. But
only way for us to win if it's a shootout.
Jimmy,
only way for us.
I wouldn't.
Look at this guy.
Didn't we just shut down Terry McLaurin? We lost the game, but we shut down McLaurin, and he
only gave me 3 fantasy points. Thanks.
Josh Allen's trash. We'll be all right.
Well,
let's not get too much dip on
Nah,
the
fuck
chip.
that. Look at this guy over here. Who stops Stephon? Who's gonna get Stephon Diggs the ball, Jimmy? Josh Allen. Not worried about no fucking Josh Allen.
I can't even take that away.
I don't give a fuck if he was playing great.
I mean, the Bills are kind of hot. I wasn't saying all that.
Fuck that. Now that he's talking, I'm talking. Fuck you.
I'm not saying all that. I just think
Buffalo.
the Steelers are going to win.
Yeah.
They lost 4 straight Super Bowls. They're frauds, Jimmy. What are you even saying to me?
They're Wild Wings.
Oh, Mike, they're Wild Wings.
I wonder where Isaiah got that argument from.
Who's gonna fucking stop Stephon Diggs? Stephon Diggs! Not DeAndre Hopkins. Not Devontae Adams. Yo, all right, Jimmy. Who's gonna stop Juju?
Anyone on the defense?
What was that?
Next, you're gonna be like, who's gonna stop Cole Beasley? Cole Beasley's probably about to go for like 300. No, I'm just joking. Josh Allen.
Basketball team, so you have no opinion.
Oh, see, he's doubling down.
I'm just joking. It should be a good game. That was just funny that Jimmy is talking about Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, bro. Like, out of here.
I'm so scared. I feel like Stephon's gonna go off now.
Fucking Mike Hilton struggling to sleep, thinking about his stellar matchup with Stephon Diggs in the morning. Or at night. I'm sorry, it's Sunday night football. He'll have all day to think about this.
God, stellar matchup. I'm fucking crying, bro.
Who's gonna stop Stephon Diggs?
Michael and stellar matchup.
Dude's about to be in the film room all week. I got a tough one tonight. Yeah, nah, Stephon Diggs is probably gonna eat now. He's pretty good. I actually like Stephon Diggs.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding.
That's
Just the confidence in Jimmy's like Jimmy's been thinking about
yeah,
this too.
who's gonna?
Like, man, y'all are sleeping on Stephon Diggs, man. I'm telling you.
The way he said, "Who's gonna stop Stephon Diggs?"
If Hayden played, okay, there's a chance. But like,
Oh, there's a chance. There's a chance.
What was it, Randy Moss? Shut up. We'll be
like
Stephon Diggs is not like.
He said there's a chance.
We got a chance.
The Bull is going with the Bills, and Madden is also going with the Bills, 34-20. So yeah, they don't have stopping Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. God damn it.
Jimmy always be making a quote, bro. I swear.
Nah, he's gonna torch us. I'm not even trying to make fun of it.
Yeah.
It's just like the conviction in Jimmy's voice. Like this, he's worried about this.
He's acting like he's top 3. Like, I know what you mean. Like,
No.
top 5, but stats wise.
I'll give him top
okay,
15.
he's doing good in the stats.
Yeah, he's been
wise.
doing good.
But he's not someone
give
like who's gonna stop him. Like,
Yeah, bro. That Isaiah said it best. It's like, yo, who's gonna stop Juju? Hey, come on.
Yeah, like dude, come on. Who's stopping Claypool? Yo, Jets let him get 6 receptions for 48 yards. Now, if we can't do that,
last up here we have Monday Night Football. The Ravens at the Browns. Interesting here because at this point of the season we would expect the Ravens to be better in the division than the Browns. But the Browns are actually the better team here. But I am going with the Ravens. The reason I'm going with the Ravens is because the Ravens need this more for playoff wise. And the Browns, like, you see some players on Twitter saying, the Steelers might have opened something up, and it seems like they're getting a little bit too chatty, too cocky. The last time that happened was when Myles Garrett almost killed Mason Rudolph, and I just think the world is gonna correct itself here, and the Browns are gonna be humbled by playing onto their narrative that they cannot beat the Steelers or the Ravens or like a team like that. Even fair play, they got the Titans really well. They were on their A game. Baker was on his A game. I don't think it's going to be the case this time. I'm going with the Ravens. I think they'll be able to beat the Browns again and just kind of pile onto that narrative that Browns can't beat the Ravens or Steelers. Kind of humble them.
I'm going with the Ravens as well. Brenden said it best. The world will correct itself. The Browns will come back down to reality and realize. Never mind. I digress. The Ravens are winning.
The world.
I am actually going with the Browns. The Browns, like the color.
The Browns.
I'd rather the Browns make the playoffs than the Ravens, honestly.
That is true.
And I mean, like, they have been playing well, so.
I'm gonna go with the Browns. They need this win.
Who's gonna stop Baker Mayfield?
Baker got his confidence back, bro. You see that slide he did? That was
that slide was sick.
That man can slide into the end zone like that. Like, damn.
That slide was pretty sick.
It was.
I won't even lie.
Imagine Ben try sliding like that.
An earthquake would happen. It would look like that one Batman movie where the stadium.
Apparently Ben was in the Batman movie.
Yeah, that team was the Steelers, like the Gotham team.
Yeah.
Ford, Ben.
Marquise was in it.
Yeah.
The bowl is going with the Ravens, and Madden is also going with the Ravens, 24-14. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for our Week 14 game predictions. If you would like to see how we did, make sure you check out our Week 15 game predictions. We're actually coming down to it. We only have 15, 16, 17, and then we're on to playoffs. But if you want to know how we did with these, make sure you check out Week 15 so you can see...
T-Lamb.
Lost my train of thought, but you can see how we do. We're going to recap them like we did with Week 13 in this video and that video, and then we'll go on to predict the Week 15 games. But that's kind of it for us, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or unsubscribe. And also it's up to you. And who is going to stop Stephon Diggs? Good bye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that